Greetings and salutations. As always, I'm Diamond Mine, and thanks for joining me today. We're checking out the Ulanzi AM18 and comparing it to the Hollyland Lark M1. So I was working on the next episode of stuff, and we're actually doing a brand spotlight on Ulanzi. Love these guys, great brand. Really great prices on quality gear, so that'll be out soon. But I just had to take a short break to shoot this because many of you may have seen me use this mic in the past. It's a great little system, and I did a little short kind of review on Instagram, but I picked up the AM18 from Ulanzi to review. It was only 75 bucks. I got it on a discount, and I mean a really smoking discount. If you're considering getting one of these wireless microphone systems, they are perfect for smartphone content creation, and both of these are really great choices. It just depends what you're gonna use it for. So that's what we're gonna check out today. All right, so round one, we're gonna talk about the case. I would consider these equal. They both have charging cases, they both do their job, but gonna have to give the W to the Lark M1 on this one because it has a hard case, making it much safer to travel with, absolutely. Now when you open it up, the first thing you're gonna notice, obviously, is the form factor. It's a small black microphone that clips on your lapel or wherever, and I don't know, I'm not really someone who cares about like cheap versus expensive, but when you make something so similar in form factor, it's always going to look like a knockoff, even if this were better quality. Now the wireless Go system is really shiny, so it has improved there, but it's got this big silver strip on top, so it's a magnet for eyeballs anyway. But there is a solution, and we'll come back to that. Now with the M1, on the other hand, they went kind of the opposite route, kind of meeting the trend of everyone just using these mics without an actual lavalier. They took out the 3.5mm input entirely, and in my opinion made the form factor much more pleasing. So I think this looks a lot better on the lapel than something like this. Definitely got to give the W up to Hollyland once again. Now that brings me to my next point. You see we have a little bit more going on here on this mic. One thing that the M1 doesn't have is that 3.5mm input. Now you can use a lav mic with this, or what I probably will end up using it for is a boom mic. The Hollyland, as you can see, has no audio input whatsoever, and that's fine for what it does, but definitely have to give the W to Ulanzi for this one. Now there's a lot more stuff going on the face of our transmitter here, and that brings me to the main reason why I picked up the Ulanzi, and that's this little red light here. There's up to 14 hours of internal recording on both of these transmitters. Not only can you plug a microphone into it, but the way I intend to use it is to meet the expression, if you've got one, you've got none. Meaning, if you have one microphone, anything can go wrong, and if it does, your whole audio is gone, it's done. So most of the time you're gonna have at least 2 microphones on each subject. And usually that's in the form of like a lavalier and a directional mic, like a boom mic. So although I really enjoy both of these mics, in that category, I've got to give the W to Ulanzi. In conclusion, I give the Ulanzi a solid 5 out of 10. It is perfectly average. And now for possibly the most significant comparison, the audio test. You're listening to the Hollyland Lark M1, and I think it sounds great. I'm not putting any post-processing, nor do I ever really have to. And at 16-bit, as long as I'm not clipping, the audio quality is no different than 32-bit flow. So it works for my purposes, and I think it sounds great. Now this is the AM18. As of recording at this exact second, I guess I don't know for sure because I'm not monitoring, but the last 3 posts on IG I used it. It was not good. It needed so much post-processing just to even be acceptable. And even then, I don't know if I'd necessarily say I'd salvaged the audio. Now, again, this is not going to be because of the 16-bit. This is because of the internal microphone not being great, I guess. All right, now for the final segment of our comparison, you're still listening to the AM18. So what did I change? Well, this is the whole reason I got it. I've now got my Deity D3 boom mic plugged into the transmitter, and I think it sounds a lot better. Now, the only thing is there is a lot of RF interference, so I'm hoping some shielded cables and some post-processing will be able to take care of that and clean it up. Now, just in case I'm not able to clean that up with post in this video, I'm going to go back to the Deity without the Ulanzi. So considering all that, I give the Ulanzi a solid 5 out of 10. It's perfectly average. And the Lark M1, I'd have to give about the same, 5 out of 10. They're just about perfect at what I need them to do, but not much else. But that's okay. The audio they deliver is great, and I'm having a great time making these videos with them. So if you're in the market for a wireless microphone system, these are fantastic tools for smartphone content creators, and they're also great budget alternatives to your DJIs, your Rhodes, your Ceramonics. Alright y'all, that's everything. If you got value out of this video, like and share the knowledge. It helps not just my channel, but anyone trying to spend their money right, because video gear is not cheap. As always, I'm Diamond Mind. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and remember, cardistry is a video art form, so learning to make better videos does make you a better artist. Peace.